Hudson Brothers got a package here.
Hey, kid, how much time we got left?
22 minutes.
That's all right, we'll make it. Oh, man, how'd they get in here? Would you get rid of them?
Sure. I'm sorry, Mr. Hatter.
That's right, Jessica Fox. Where is he?
Well, ma'am, he's
Mr. Hatter?
Hey, pardon my bad manners, but if I miss my deadline, I'm out a couple of $1,000 in late fees.
Well, I'm afraid that is your problem, Mr. Hatter.
Mrs. Fletcher, I didn't fraud. I checked with the syndicate. A messenger showed up with the artwork. They threw it into the hopper. Who looks? Even they can't figure out how it got into print.
It.
The DeMartini strip. He's telling the truth.
What about the strip where you accuse Roger Melton of a stock swindle?
Oh, my God. What's going on here?
What is going on is that thanks to you, we are being sued for millions of dollars. Why, Mr. Hatter?
Mrs. Fletcher, I'm as angry about this as you are, but I swear I had nothing to do with this.
But how can you say that? I mean, there is Jessica Fox.
That is my real strip. That I had nothing to do with, honestly.
But this makes absolutely no sense. I mean, why would somebody want to counterfeit your comic strip?
I don't know. Maybe it's a nutcase, or maybe somebody just wants to get me in trouble. Coffee?
Oh, no. Mr. Hatter, I realize that because I am considered a public figure, I can't prevent you from creating a cartoon character that looks like me. But when the words coming out of her mouth are libeling people...
Look, Mrs. Fletcher, I'm your biggest fan. When I came up with the idea for this barnyard murder mystery thing, I thought, who better to solve it than Jessica Fox? I mean, Fletcher. Look, see, the main suspects are a chicken, a horse, and a couple of cows. This is Lorraine. She suffers from MPS, multiple personality syndrome.
A cow?
Oh, yes, she has 7 distinct personalities. But she's not the killer. Look, obviously someone's messing with my people, damn it. Now, I never meant to complicate your life, and I promise I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I'll call my lawyer and get you off the hook just as soon as I get out from under my deadline problems.
Stan, 14 minutes.
It's okay, kid. We're gonna make it. Look, I'll write you out of this trip. Hey, I'm only a week ahead. Before you know it, Jessica Fox will be history. I'll have you bitten by Rex Rattlesnake. Or maybe devoured by Leroy Lion. Maybe one of the other characters. I'll kick it around with him. I'll get back to you.
These characters, these animals, they're kind of like his friends. He takes it very seriously.
I won't print the Hatterville strip that will prove your guilt if I get $250,000 by the weekend. Time and place will follow. Well, I can't say that I'm surprised, Lieutenant. And I certainly don't blame you for being upset over this. But what I don't understand is why you are showing it to me. I mean, this is a matter for the police.
You want to know why? I will tell you why. Because, A, I'm innocent. But I can't prove it because my alibi, my former partner, is dead. B, I don't have $250, let alone $250,000. And C, you must think I'm some kind of a major idiot.
Cabot Cove Gazette?
That's right, Mrs. Fletcher. I checked. That's from last Tuesday's newspaper. The only thing I can't figure out is why you would try to blackmail me.
Look, Lieutenant, I can almost understand your paranoia, but last Tuesday I was in Italy, and I haven't been in Cabot Cove for 3 weeks. I mean, it's bad enough that I was accused of libel and now blackmail. What I want to know is how much more of this is going to happen.
Honest to God, Mrs. Fletcher, I don't have any more of a fix on this than you do.
Look, Mr. Hatter, I mean, at this point, I'm sure you understand that it is very difficult for me to believe anything that you say.
But I'm telling you that...
Look, it's a wonderfully clever scheme. You know, dragging me into it and diverting suspicion away from yourself. And the Cabot Cove newspaper, I mean, that was a really very clever touch.
But
And it turns out that there's a newsstand at Grand Central Station that carries it 1 week late.
Mrs. Fletcher, I can prove the cartoon that appeared in this morning's paper is a forgery.
Can you?
Now look at the characters' eyes. You notice there are little highlights in their eyes?
Yes.
Now these are on the upper right-hand side. Well, mine are always on the left. I can show you thousands of my drawings always on the left.
You could have done it intentionally.
But I didn't.
It's the truth. Look at the way the hand is drawn. Stan's thumbs always have a little inward curve right about there.
And that's not my lettering, Mrs. Fletcher.
Besides, why would I jeopardize my career? Another couple of years, Hatterville will be as big as Peanuts or Calvin and Hobbes, and then I'm home free.
Well, Stanley, I can't say I am exactly surprised that somebody who draws cutesy little animals that spout political philosophy would be twisted enough to pull a stunt like this. But someone like you, Mrs. Fletcher, tell me, have you ever looked a man-eating shark in the eyes?
I presume your comic strip refers to my investment in the CompuChamp Corporation.
I told you I didn't draw that.
Which you were implying, Mrs. Fletcher, to be a major swindle on my part. The kind of crime that, were I proven guilty, could send me to prison for a very long time.
Mr. Melton,
Miss Kendall, I've had my people looking into your publishing operation. I find them faced with a truly difficult choice, whether to take over your company and pillage it, or to simply buy up your many, many debts and demand payment. I can assure you my decision will be based solely upon which option will cause you the most pain. Now, as to the amount of money I intend to sue you for, I kind of like the roundness of the 40 million you mentioned in your cartoon. In dollars, of course.
I'm just telling the both of you that whatever I suffer because of you two, I will make you pay for.
May I suggest you discuss your differences on your own time?
look, stop, both of you. I am not that cartoon character. If it weren't for Mr. Hatter's ill-advised decision to feature a fox that looks like me, I wouldn't be here at all.
Mrs. Fletcher.
Mr. Melton, would you please sit down? Ever since I got back to New York today, I have been threatened and shouted at. Now, I think it is time to try to find out who's really responsible for whatever it is that is going on. Now, suppose we assume for a moment that Mr. Hatter is telling the truth.
Thank you.
The word was assume.
Well, then the question is, why? Why your comic strip? Why not another cartoon?
Well, like I said, someone's trying to make my life miserable.
All right. Can you think of anyone that you know who might want to cause you this kind of trouble?
That could be a long list.
Well, actually, any of my ex-wives, the politicians I've skewered, the celebrities, then there's always that fading star, Day Whiting, genius behind Biff Banyan.